Here we are, another week, another great devotional for realtors. I'm going to take a verse from Ephesians 5:15 and 16. It says, "Be careful then how you live, not as unwise, but as wise, making the most of every opportunity because the days are evil." Whoa. Ephesians 5:15 to 16. Be careful then how you live, not as unwise, but as wise, making the most of every opportunity because the days are evil. Let's break down that verse. Okay, so be careful how you live, right? Because the days are evil. We know that. There's evil all around. It's trying to break up our day. It's trying to get in the way of what we do as realtors, as business owners, as family members, as husbands, wives, sons and daughters. What we do every day, we got to be careful. We got to protect our time. That's what I take out of that portion of the verse. Protect your time, because your time is so crazy valuable, and people and things and evilness in this world will try to shake it and mess with it. It's a very important thing that you need to lock and secure. Second part of that, not as unwise, but as wise. Not as unwise, but as wise, meaning you need to think with wisdom, right? The wisdom of the Holy Spirit, the wisdom of being led by the Holy Spirit in your day-to-day activities that you are putting together. In real estate, we call these ABIs, activity-based indicators, or activities, or lead measures, or whatever it is that we're working on today. You need to be wise in it, use wisdom, be led by the Holy Spirit in your days, and making sure that your mindset is right and you're prepared. So, we're going to get into a little bit of time blocking. Don't hate me right now. I know that word time blocking is a bad word in some realtors' minds, just because. Why? Because they know they need it. They know they need the time blocking, but they just fail to put it together, so it becomes a bad word. So let's break down the next part of that verse, which might help lead you a little bit on a better path. Making the most of every opportunity. Making the most of every opportunity. Think about it that way. You have the opportunity to talk to your people each and every day. You have the opportunity to reach out and see how they're doing and see if they need anything. So it might be repairs on their house, might just be someone to talk to, guys. You have the opportunity. And right out of the Bible, it says, make the most of every opportunity that you have. So let's break that into a little day-to-day activities. If you wake up in the morning and the first thing you do is jump in your emails, and I've said this to some realtors, some team leaders, and some entire teams where some of the teammates said, well, I get on my emails right away today, and that's the way I do it. It's just the way I do it, and it works for me. And I have plenty in escrow right now, and I'm like, all right, great. Just wait until you burn out. Because if your focus is just getting the next escrow versus the next relationship, you will burn out. But if you focus on the relationships and you're being wise in those relationships and you're taking every opportunity you can that you're given throughout each day, there's going to be negatives and evils that are going to try to mess with your day. But if you're taking those days day to day and you're doing it with wisdom and with taking it as an opportunity, then the evil is going to try to get in the way. But the wisdom of the Holy Spirit leading that day and leading you in good relationships and good opportunities to talk to people you haven't talked to in a while, then watch what happens. Watch the magic happen. Watch the evil run and scurry and not get in the way of your day. We have so many things that go on throughout a day that try to get in the way. You think my phone doesn't ring off the hook? You might hear it vibrating right now over and over and over again. But if I take the time to spend time with God first thing in the morning, get my mindset right, it's just amazing how my day gets better. How it gets better, more enjoyable. I love just how the day starts to work itself out in a positive way. And you see my daughter's cats in the background because it got locked in my sunroom where I'm doing this right now. Sorry about that. But it's just amazing how when you set your day off right with some sort of mindset time in the morning, and this might mean getting up early, and I'm telling you, there's this great book called The Miracle Morning, and I'm not a morning person. I could sleep in every day, but I am forced to get up early because my daughter has to be at school early. So that forces me to get up extra early. And because I get up extra early, I actually go and do my workout first thing in the morning, and I spend some time with God during that time. Listen to the word, listen to something. Not everyone likes to just listen to the Bible. I'm okay with doing it. I can listen to the Bible. I can listen to it. I do need to read it as well. So sometimes I'll open it up while I'm listening to it and read along with it to really get my brain focused on what I'm learning today. So getting that mindset right with some sort of Bible study time in the morning, some sort of meditation time with you and God in the morning, and getting it ready for the day will kind of help set the stage for the day. Set the stage so that your mindset's ready and you're ready to attack it. And as you get going, now that you did your workout in the morning, and even though you did it early, you didn't want to get up early, but you forced yourself to do it, watch how you may be tired during that time, but it's just going to things are going to start to work their way. It's going to start working out. And then your next time block might be, actually getting into making some nice morning phone calls. You got the kids dropped off at school. You got your day right. You sit in an office. My suggestion is go to that office and sit down and choose maybe on Sunday what you're going to be doing each day of the week. So then already you're sitting down, your calendar is already set up. It's already telling you what you need to do today. And it's telling you that I need to check in on all these properties I sold last year, maybe 30 years ago if you've been in the business that long. And I'm going to call them first, and I'm just going to check in on them, see how it's going. My suggestion is keep it to about 5 to 10 minute phone calls so you can get through your calls. But the goal is to check in on all these people. Now I'm going to tell you, some of those phone calls are going to turn into a 20 to 30 minute phone call, maybe longer. Here's the reason why. You're going to find opportunities where you get to be a light, where God flows through you to those people. I've had tears on those phone calls sometimes, where I've had an opportunity to help somebody through a very difficult time in their life. Divorces, death in the families, things like that. By just checking in with my people, those things happen. If you're prepared for that, though, if you're not prepared for that, it's okay, because when it happens, you're going to have an eye-opening experience where you're getting to bless somebody. You're getting to help somebody through a very difficult time in their life. That's the opportunities that we're talking about in Ephesians here, is that opportunities are going to happen where you're going to get to help people through some difficult times in their life. So think about now, my real estate business is a ministry where I'm getting to check in with my people. I'm getting to help them through some difficult times in their life, but not me. It's God flowing through me and using me as a tool in his tool belt. These aren't tools in your tool belt. These are tools in his tool belt, where he's getting to flow through you to bless people, to help people for his glory. How cool is that? I had an opportunity about 2 weeks ago where I had a lady cry on my shoulder. She has cancer. She has so many different things going on. She can hardly walk, and she's struggling. And we prayed right there in my office. Sat there and had a chance to pray with her. And then she asked if she could hug me, and I said yeah. And she cried as she squeezed me and hugged me, because she's in the lowest of the lows right now, and she needs to get through it. It's just opportunities like that. They're going to happen when you choose to let it happen. Now let's say, you get through some of those calls and your time block has something else set up on it that you need to do. Maybe it's finally getting to check your emails for the day. This could be 9 o'clock, because maybe 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, you're making those first set of phone calls. Check your emails. Here's the important part about that. You control that calendar, and if you let it happen, it'll quickly turn into nothing but lag measure day, or reactive day versus proactive day, where now you're just dealing with email after email instead of getting through them quick, knowing that you only have this amount of time. And guess what? If it's 30 minutes, stick to 30 minutes. If it's an hour of answering those emails, answer them in an hour. But guess what? When that time block comes, you need to have alarms going off. It might mean grabbing your cell phone and setting an alarm for an hour. And when that alarm goes off, you have to stop the emails. Doesn't matter where you're at. Doesn't matter what you're working in. And now it's time to either take a quick 10-minute break and then get into some more lead measures, which might be checking in on new business that you have coming soon and seeing how they're doing, if there's anything you can help with, and be of service. Those are the words you use, be of service. Then it might be jumping in to maybe calling some proactive for sale by owners or expireds. Think about if you change your mindset to for sale by owner expireds to, hey, we've got a listing in the area and I just wanted to see, how is yours doing so far? Ours has been, a lot of showings. Has yours been the same? It hasn't. Okay, maybe I can send some of these people your way. Do you mind if I send them your way? If I can get any of these buyers over to your place? Yeah, great. And now I'm being of service to this open house, this for sale by owner. Next thing you know it, they're going to be calling me for advice because I'm the only one that didn't call them and try to sell them right away. Instead, I try to serve them and help them. I mean, there's so many different ways you can do your business. Even cold calls, those don't become cold calls anymore. They become friends. Our goal is all those people become friends, become your friends. And you move on to the next and the next and the next throughout your time blocks throughout your day. Take a lunch break, get into some lag measures in the afternoon, and just watch how the days turn into something else. Here's an important thing I'm going to leave you with today. Don't let 2 days go by without having a problem. If you fail on one day, that's okay. If you fail 2 days, we got a problem. If you fail a whole week, that's when you start thinking about getting another job somewhere else. Our job is to serve the community and make sure we're sticking to our time block each day. And if we stick to a time block calendar, we don't let 2 days in a row fail, watch the magic start to happen. Okay? Lead by example too to other people and share some of this to other people. If you think there's someone out there that might enjoy this devotional, please share it with them. There's a registration link in the email where they can register and get on this email and be part of this weekly real estate agent devotional. Have a blessed week. Have a blessed day. We'll talk to you soon. Reach out if you need anything.